Almost that time, man. DFS is back. One more day. I hope everybody out there grinding, man, doing y'all research and getting ready for tomorrow. Sports Brotherhood coming at y'all with the I know it's late, but hey, better late than never, man. After this, I'm gonna give y'all the we're gonna do the tight ends after this. I done did every other position, but after this defense, and then next we're gonna do tight ends. But Sports Brotherhood with the DFS University, man, bringing y'all the latest news and updates for your DFS lineups. And right now we're gonna go over my defensive plays for week 1. You know how we do, man. We bring you the three top picks, and then we're gonna give you 2 value picks to save that bread. It's a lot of defenses I'm rocking with this week. I don't know how y'all feeling like. Comment, let me know what teams y'all rolling with, what defenses should have made the list, you know what I'm saying? What defense I could have been too high on. Get some good combo going. But let's get into this, man. So starting off, we gotta go with 2 obvious choices, man. And I know they always say you don't want to spend up on defense. Hey, sometimes you got to, because some defenses explode. Now I'm gonna take y'all back with this first pick. Hear me out. You already see it. But do y'all remember? I don't know if DFS was around. I know fantasy football season long was around. I don't know if DFS was around. I highly don't think so. But back when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans and the Saints had that first game back at home, I want to say it could have been against Atlanta. I'm not sure. But I know it was a home game for the Saints. And that defense exploded. Well, if anybody knows football and knows that other stuff goes into the game, you got to play Houston. I know you can't have them in every lineup because of the price, but that momentum of what happened with Houston, you know what I'm saying? First of all, shout out to everybody in Houston. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything gets back in order. But with that energy that was going to be in that stadium, now I'm not too sure. I want to say they playing at home, but if they didn't even play anywhere else in Texas, it doesn't matter. That whatever arena they play in, the energy in that arena, and then with JJ Watt, what he's been able to do with the money raising and just the whole vibe, you have to play Houston, man. I think Clowney, the defensive line, that front 8 of Texas, this game has blowout potential in my eyes. I just think that defense is going to explode. They got 20-point, 15-point potential this game. So, like I say, you don't have to have them in all, but you got to have at least one team with that Houston defense, man. That's the first one we're going to start off with. Next is another obvious choice, the Bills, man. Now, once again, we don't like to spend up on defense, but you have to do what you got to do. When the defense has 10-point, 15-point, 20-point potential, that could win you a tournament, just defense alone, because a lot of people are not going to spend up. So if these defenses explode, you're going to have that low ownership of them, because a lot of people won't have them. So you have to take the risk sometime. They're going against a Jets team who honestly is in tank mode. They're ready to get one of them quarterbacks coming out of college next year. So I don't feel like the Jets will put forth that much of an effort this year. And I heard a fantasy dude say yesterday, I forgot the podcast. I want to say it might be Fantasy Bros or something like that. I'll shout him out later. But he said that if a team is weak and if a team is horrible, you make money off them. And it couldn't be true. It rung bells when I heard it. If a team is bad, don't be scared to attack them and make money off them. They bad for a reason. You already know what spots they bad at and where to attack. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing here with this pick, man. The Jets is just bad. I don't see their offense. I don't even know what wide receivers they got. They lost Brandon, and I know they lost Eric Decker. I don't know who's playing wide out. I want to say they got McCown. Now, McCown is not bad, but when you're in tank mode and you're not even putting nobody around him, they do have 2 decent running backs, but overall, Bills at home, I just feel like that home field advantage is going to be too much, and we could see a big game potentially out the Bills. So, yeah, check out the Bills, man, if you're looking for a defense. Now, one more pick, and I'm not going to make this pick so obvious, or I'm not going to make it, you know what I'm saying, so expensive. But my last top pick before we get to the 2 value picks, I got to go with the Rams, man. Once again, you have to really, I'm learning this season what I'm going to do in defense. I want to really attack a team that's really having either quarterback issues or just offensive struggles. You know what I'm saying? I'm done just going for a good matchup. I really want to attack teams with picking my defense. Hear me out. With picking my defense, I want to start attacking teams that are just in an offensive rut as a personnel. Because a lot of these teams, sometimes the teams that's tanking us are bad. They are putting backup quarterbacks that are starting. You know what I'm saying? They maybe switch quarterbacks during the game. The running game is probably non-existent. So you have to really start researching these offenses when you're picking your defense and seeing which offense is really not putting forth an effort on the field. Because the players going to play, but at the end of the day, when a team is in tank mode or when a team is just not that good this year, they will not put forth an effort on Sunday. I'm not saying they're not going to play hard, but just with the personnel that they putting on the field, they know what they're doing. So I feel like this is another good spot, man. We got the Rams defense going against a bad coach offense right now. Now, the only reason they bad, of course, we know Andrew Luck is out. We don't know how long he plans to be out, but he's out week 1. I think Scott Tolzien is starting. Not too confident in him. They say his preseason was a little shaky. And I know they just made the trade for Brissett. He can't play this week, probably play next week. So week 1, I would take advantage of that. Frank Gore is good, but Rams front eight is nice, even with they missing their top guy. I can't think of his name right there, but they missing his top guy. But I still take Rams front eight over the struggling Indianapolis line, who's been struggling for many years. I can see Rams getting some sacks this game, maybe a couple interceptions, and this is another game with blowout potential just because the offense on the other end, I just feel like they won't be able to produce that much. It's going to be hard for him to get the ball to T.Y., and it's going to be a long night for them Colts, man. So, yeah, if you don't want to spend up on the 2 I mentioned before, 3-2, perfect price. I use them in a couple of lineups because it gave me exposure and flexibility to do more things in your lineup. So now let's get down to our 2 value picks on defense, man. Save y'all some bread. I know a lot of y'all don't like to spend up, so we got to bring y'all these value picks. Now, I like to scroll and let y'all just see, sometimes it's good looking at it from somebody else's perspective, let y'all see what's out there. And kind of just, we're gonna survey, see what we got, man. Let y'all look at the field and kind of just break down where we like to go with value, because when you're picking a value defense, it has to be a smart play. Don't pick a defense just because low pricing. You will end up with 0 points. If you're going to go low on defense, it has to be a reason why. So it's really smart that you look and see what would make you pick one of these low-scoring defenses. Okay. Now, a defense that I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on, these Giants. Sunday night game, 2,600. So very low price. You can fit them in perfectly and save some bread to grab that wide receiver or that flex player you want. But hear me out here. Giants defense owned Cowboys last season. You can go back and look at the game logs. Ezekiel struggled and the quarterback struggled. Damn, I can't think of nobody's name today, but I know for a fact Ezekiel struggled and the young boy Prescott struggled. Giants was the only team to beat Dallas twice last year. You have to really know your game logs and understand your game history. Giants, bottom line, Giants defense plays good against Cowboys. It's a division game. They always get up for them. J.C. Pierre-Paul and the boys will be ready. And if you want to go low, this is the perfect opportunity for you. We know that Dallas offense is explosive, but they more explosive on the ground. And Giants secondary has improved and has been improving over the years. So with all that being said, you got to give Giants a look if you want to save money at the defensive position, because I feel like it's a possibility they can have a great game against the Cowboys. Division game. It's going to be a lot of tough and hard play and a lot of hype around this game. I really think that hype is going to help the Giants get over the hump and maybe pitch out. I don't see the Cowboys getting over 10 points against the Giants, even though they're at home, even though Ezekiel's back. I just think the matchup, for some reason, some teams got a team number. I feel like the Giants might have the Cowboys number, but hey, I could be wrong, but you can't go wrong right there, 2,600, man. Now let's get to this last value pick of the day. Save y'all some bread, man. I know people, I was like that at once in my DFS career, man. I didn't want to spend up on defense, but it's more about matchups to me now than really spending. No matter what the defense costs, you gotta really pick a good matchup. You have to really pick a good matchup. Where we gonna go, y'all? Where we gonna go? And like I say, comment, man. Comment down below some more defenses that y'all think are good value plays. Some I may scroll past or I may not notice. Cause I really did like that Giants pick that we did right there. I love that pick. Y'all might be thinking I'm a little crazy, but vice versa to that Rams game. The Colts defense, even though they're on the road, and even though they've been shaky this year, we go back to the point I made of taking advantage of a poor offense. Now, of course, on paper, we may think that Rams offense is together, but we have to remember last year, Ty Gurley robbed everybody. The quarterback didn't perform well. So, yeah, they got a new coach and it's a lot of hype, but we forget everybody is good before the first game. And who knows, the Rams offense may go stagnant. Young quarterback Jared Goff may go stagnant first game. And we may see an explosion by this Indianapolis defense at 2,700. We may see a couple interceptions. Gurley gets stuck, forced fumbles. I see a lot of turnovers can go either way this game just because of the inexperience at quarterback position. You know what I'm saying? So, think about the Colts defense going up against a young quarterback and a running back who's trying to have a comeback year. He couldn't. Teams just loaded the box against Gurley last year. He really couldn't get loose like we thought. So this game has potential on defense for both defenses. It has potential to be a big game for either one, just off the lack of experience and the lack of explosiveness. I know Rams have some good players, but at the end of the day, if Jared Goff can't move the ball, or if Jared Goff is turning the ball over, then this Colts defense will have a field day on him early. This your boy Sports Brotherhood. Stay tuned, y'all.